Hi and welcome. Can you please introduce yourself so that we can get to know you a little bit?
Yes, hello. My name is Veera and I am from Finland. I have my own company named Pandalox and I have had my business for 3 years now and and I was in this science style uh, process uh, when there was COVID uh,
Yeah.
2021
Yeah.
and I I re I remember it took me 1 year to finish your course.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
1 year.
that's
Yeah.
actually fast because of COVID. Because I know a lot of people
Yeah.
weren't able to do any hair models or anything at that time.
It was interesting
Yeah.
with all those videos and everything was interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, then
do you remember what has made you drawn to dreadlocks from the very beginning?
yeah, I remember it was my friend told me that she was going to take dreadlocks.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay. And I was like, they suit you very well.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh, but I don't think I could wear those. I don't think they should suit me at all. And my friend uh, take take the dreadlocks,
Mhm.
and then I saw her, and it was mind blowing. I
Mhm.
was like, what the hell? uh, and it was like I was wondering how can they look so feminine
Mhm. Yeah.
and end loose was like what they are so beautiful
Mhm.
and it didn't take long time. I booked myself appointment. I
Mhm.
want dreadlocks too.
Yeah.
um, and I went roots and color.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
Heidi.
Yeah.
Heidi made my first row. I took niin kuin one row
Mhm. Yeah.
at the time. Yeah, it was
How?
amazing. It
Yeah.
was magic.
How long did it take until you actually did more?
uh, I would say 1 month.
Yeah.
I got maintenance.
Mhm.
Please make me one row
Mhm.
and another
Yeah.
and another.
Yeah.
But that was good for me that I took one at time.
Mhm.
I like that. If
Mhm.
I would take whole the whole head,
Mhm.
uh, it would be mm, uh, a different feeling
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
But that suits me good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I see I have a lot of clients that do the same, that they actually maybe do 2 rows and they test it out. How does it feel? And I always tell them, you probably want to make more. And
Yeah.
it is a way to
Same as here.
test test it out. And I think it's also a way of really feeling, is this something for me? Um,
Hmm.
and I think going back to the thing you said about dreadlocks being a little bit more feminine, and I
Mm.
think having some loose hair together with the dreadlocks can make that feeling more feminine. Uh,
Yeah, because my when I think dreadlocks 10,
mhm.
I was thinking about they are heavy
Yeah,
and pointy and I was thinking more like they are like masculine
yeah,
more.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Uh,
interesting.
So what made you want to become a loctician then?
So, yeah, I am a hairdresser before, and I have always loved doing hair and be creative.
Mhm,
And it was so sad because I had to quit my hairdresser job
mhm,
because I have
mhm,
allergia,
mhm,
um, and my skin didn't like that at all. So I was like 6 months. I did hairdresser work,
mhm,
and I had to quit.
mhm,
And then I am a nurse
mhm,
also, and what else?
mhm.
Everything else, but but it has been always in my mind that I like hair and I
Mhm,
like creative
mhm,
stuff.
yeah,
And when I go to Roots and Color,
mhm,
Heidi, and I talk to her, then I was like, wait a second,
mhm.
I think this is cool.
Yeah,
I can make yeah, I can make dreadlocks without any chemicals,
yeah.
only uh, hook and comb.
Mhm,
And it was like I was starting to
mhm,
feeling it.
mhm,
Um, and then I asked Heidi, where have you been teaching this? And Heidi said,
yeah,
Seijen style.
yeah.
So that was my thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and I think um, it is interesting because in the hairdressing industry, it's not really talked about how much the chemicals actually affects us when we are working with hair color,
Mm.
bleaches, and all of that. And I think it's very, very sad that there's not a warning about that because I
Mm.
also started to get sick, I think, but I was about 7 years in working both with dreadlocks
Mm.
and with normal haircuts and color as well. And for a while, it was anytime anyone had colored hair, my hands started to itch. So it
Yeah,
was um, contact allergy, and I got asthma.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's very, very
Mm.
sad that it's such a, I think they say in general, a regular hairdresser lasts between 5 and 7 years. And that's really because of all the chemicals.
Mm.
So if someone is watching this, there nowadays there are a lot of good hair color that you can use that are more natural that could actually be an option.
Yeah.
Or you can learn how to do dreadlocks. Uh,
Yes.
yeah. So going through the course and learning how to do dreadlocks, did you see any huge shifts within yourself?
Um, yeah. Um, my biggest, what I was thinking about was like, um, the dreadlocks are more than just hairstyle.
Mm.
It's so personal thing, and you can get um, more than just hair. You get something else
Mhm.
when you wear dreadlocks. That was my like, whoa,
Mhm.
they are not just hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Mm.
experience that with your clients as well?
Yes, that's I call dreadlocks like power hair.
Hmm.
Uh, they rise your um, itsevarmuus. You be more braver,
Mhm.
I think. And it's interesting when I took pictures like before and after,
Mhm.
and I see before pictures, and client is like this
Yeah, yeah,
with, yeah. And when I took after, they are like this. Oh my God, I'm so powerful.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I like to say that it's like when we are doing the dreadlocks, and especially when you're doing a full head or with extensions that actually takes a day to do. I like
Mm,
to say that it's like we are pulling the real person that they are on the inside to the outside so that they really start to shine. Uh,
that was cool
because,
thing to say.
yeah, because it's really, you can really see how people shift from the inside and out.
Yeah,
And I think I've seen that with a lot of clients, and you can probably attest to that as well, that a lot of people, when they actually get their dreadlocks for the first time, they feel that this is me, this is the real me. Nothing else has never felt so
yeah,
right.
yeah. Many clients said to me like, "What did you to do to me?
Mhm.
Like, like there's something more."
Yeah.
And that's the point.
Yeah.
I think that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're doing our little magic spells.
this is all magic.
Yeah. Yeah. So, can you tell us a little bit about your business that you have built after going through the course?
Yeah. So first year I did dreadlocks at home,
Mhm.
and it was nice doing home. But then I was thinking, I want my own space,
Mhm.
and now my place is a train station at the train
Oh, okay. Yeah.
station.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have been there 3 years,
Hmm.
and here in Finland, there are few that make dreadlocks.
Yeah.
So my clients come very far away.
Hmm. Yeah.
So my place is very important to me because they come from
Yeah. Yeah.
train.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there is one door, and
Yeah.
they are here. So
So it's
so
strategically placed.
yeah. Yeah, and my my company name is Pandalocks,
Hmm.
and it's from dreadlocks is
Hmm.
the locks,
Hmm.
and panda is this figure that has been following me
Hmm.
ever since I have been little,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know why, but I have been collecting panda stuff
Okay.
when I have been little, and everywhere I have lived, Tampere,
Hmm.
Jyväskylä, and so on, it has been following me, the
Hmm.
panda
Yeah.
figure.
Hmm.
So, of course, I think that this is my important company, my own company.
Yeah.
So, so the panda is, of course, in
Part of it.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, in my brand,
Yeah.
panda, of course.
So I know that you have been working on creating your own dreadlock products. Can you tell us a bit
Yeah.
about that?
So I was one day I was thinking like I was ordering dreadlock products from Europe,
Mhm.
and I did that 1 year. I
Mhm.
ordered the products different country, and then I was starting to think like why can I make own products here in Finland?
Mhm.
And it was my first thought of that, and and then I was cooking and testing everything in my home kitchen, and then I decided I need help.
Hmm.
So there has been many specialized people
Hmm.
that is in this project.
Hmm.
So it has taken me 2 years,
Hmm.
and now they are ready to go to public,
Yeah.
and I have started a test group
Hmm.
that is starting soon,
Hmm.
and they are testing my products, and we'll see what they think about those.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
how many, what kind of products is it?
yeah. I have first salt spray. It's
Hmm.
a rose water based
Hmm.
product and sea salt,
Hmm.
and there is a bamboo leaf ute. What is
Okay.
ute?
I don't know.
Mm, I don't know either. It's let me check. Bambusa vulgaris extract.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And it, of course, when I have a banda in my brand, and
Mhm.
also it makes takes good things in hair,
Yeah.
the bamboo.
Mhm. Yeah.
So yes, it salt spray, and then there is shampoo for
Mhm.
dreadlocks.
Yeah.
And this is gently washing. This
Mhm.
is not too heavy,
Mhm.
so dreadlocks don't go dry.
Mhm.
And there is rosemary, timjami,
Mhm. Yeah.
um, orange, and
Mhm.
grape. Grape.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
You see, it's the words that are similar to our languages that
yeah,
are hard to find.
yeah, yeah. So difficult, but yeah, there is two products now,
Mhm.
but there will be more.
Yeah.
But let's start with these two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How exciting. So what do you call what is the brand for the products?
Mm,
Is the name the same as your company or?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same. Pandelox. Yeah,
Oh,
it's the same. Yeah.
oh, so how exciting.
Yeah. This
I'm
has been
really,
a quite of journey.
yeah, and I'm really looking forward to testing them out.
Yeah, and this is so exciting moment because, like I said, it has been 2 years,
Hmm.
and now I am at this point that people can test
Hmm.
those products. I have tested.
Yeah.
I am very
Yeah.
excited, but others haven't tested yet.
Mm. So, if anyone wants to come to you in Finland to get their hair done, how can they find you?
um, they can find me uh, social media.
Hmm?
They can, and my location is Ylivieska in
Okay.
Finland.
Hmm?
Yeah, Ylivieska is near Kokkola.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can contact me on social media, and I
Yeah.
have also website, and my phone number is there. And
Yeah.
anyways, you like.
Yeah. So, do you have any suggestions for anyone that is curious about becoming a loctician? Do you have any advice for them?
Yes, I would advise think about because um, at, wait a second, I am thinking like this involves very intense client interaction,
Yeah.
and in some people it can be surprise,
Hmm.
uh, and you must think about it. Are you ready
Hmm.
for that work?
Hmm.
What you make with client? It's
Yeah,
very intense
yeah,
work.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think
Um.
could it also be because I've noticed and I've talked with some of my clients as well, that works as tattoo artists and so on. And I think it's like, uh, when we work with people and we are so close that we are almost invading someone's personal space. Um, and
Yeah.
in that way, a lot of that creates that people become very, very open, even if they don't think about it. And there's no
Hmm.
hesitation in what they share about themselves or and so on.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
I can only speak for myself, but I'm that kind of person that, um, I like deep conversations and I invite that. I'm a very bad person at just talking about the weather.
Yeah.
I don't find that interesting. I really want to
Hmm.
like dig deep with people and see who they are and so on. And um, for me, starting to work with hair, with dreadlocks, with hair extensions when I was 20 years old, I was super introverted. I barely dared to shake people's hands because I was so
Mhm.
shy because I didn't want to say my name because I figured they won't even remember me anyway. I was so like shy and closed off in the very beginning. So I saw almost that it was therapy for me to
Yeah.
I needed to speak to people. I couldn't just stand there and being quiet. uh, but what I have noticed, and I have talked a lot in the coaching calls with some students as well, is if you are uncertain with how to start a conversation, and I think I made a PDF file somewhere about this. Like to start, like you can start to ask this and that and la la la, and there's
Mm.
10 questions. And normally after those 10 questions, people are so chatty that there's no problem having a conversation. Uh,
Yeah. Th- yeah, that's good points. And I think when you do, uh, it takes long time in one client,
yeah.
multiple hours, and
Yeah.
and I have same experiences that people say like I was going here like bad energy and I was feeling sad, but then when they talk to me,
Yeah.
they light up.
Yeah.
And I think being yourself helps a lot,
Yeah. Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, and don't stress about it. What to say? I think it comes naturally.
Yeah.
Uh, what you are going to talk about
Yeah.
with your client?
Yeah. So, do you have anything else
Yeah.
to share for people that are thinking of becoming a loctician or thinking of getting dreadlocks or
Um, I think if you are thinking of taking this curse,
person? That's a different thing.
oh my God, not curse. Oh no,
Oh,
but you know what I
of
mean.
course.
Yeah, of course. Um, uh, I say that you um, speak to you
Mhm.
because you have good points what to think about in
Yeah.
different perspective
Mhm. Yeah.
and is people is the people ready for this,
Yeah.
and lots of think about when you start this.
Yeah.
And if you think getting dreadlocks, I always recommend that take two
Mhm.
rows at a time
Yeah.
and leave with those.
Yeah.
And if you want more, you take more.
Yeah.
But I like I always say that if somebody thinks dreadlocks, take one or two rows and you see if you like it or not.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or you can test synthetic threads as well that are
Yeah,
real thing if you feel that you don't have the courage to go for the real thing as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Mm.
Well, thank you for having this conversation with me. It was super fun.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
I was telling Anne Marie before this that my English is not so good, and I am like nervous, this kind of
Mhm. Yeah.
stuff. But like this, you have to push yourself
Yeah.
if you want to succeed.
Yeah.
And I recommend everybody to be brave and
Mhm.
doing things that you make yourself uncomfortable, but afterwards you
Mhm.
say, "Oh God, uh, I can't believe I did it,"
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
and you feel better of yourself.
Yeah.
Mm.
Great, because that's also great advice when taking a leap to do something new.
Yeah, and you have no other choice.
No.
I would say if you want to succeed and you want more, then you have to push yourself and push yourself. And there's 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 no way else you can
No.
do it. And when I think my journey, I think like first I was like, yeah, I'm making dreadlocks and that's that. But I have noticed that I want um, more and more.
Yeah.
I want to get higher and
Yeah.
higher. And we will see what this takes me.
Yeah.
And but yeah, that's that.
The beauty of it.
Yeah.
Uh, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.